Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here for the Daily Dan Blog main channel. And today we're taking a look at some Yogi Bear comic books. Let's check out the numbers. This one says 29, and this one says 21, and they both say December. I'm thinking they're not from the same year. Ooh, a 20 center and a 25 center. That's interesting. I can't wait to break these bad boys open because the only thing I see is the $1 mark, and nobody's told me nothing about these books. So what do you say we bust them open one at a time and have a look at Yogi and Boo Boo too, and a couple of Yogi Bear comic books. Classic Yogi Bear comic books. So I went ahead and busted both of them out of the bag, and I figured we'll take a look at this one right here first, number 21. It's got a great cover. I love the artwork on this bad boy. It's a school crossing. A moped. I used to ride a moped once when I was real young. I never liked the moped. Too dangerous. I wonder what year this one is. I opened the cover. Oh my God. I saw a Bleezy. Well, YouTube, can you see that? It's Volume 4, number 21 from December of 1973. Boo Boo looks sad. Oh, I wonder what happened to Boo Boo. Amateur theater? What? I have to say, YouTube, for a Yogi Bear comic book, it has that feel I like, it has the artwork I like, and it just seems to stand out at me as being a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little more tamer than the books I've seen lately. You know, the last book was that, oh my God, that Woman from Uncle thing, and it had white slavery in it, and it's just so nice to see something a little more tamer now. I've checked out a little bit of the book. It has several stories in it. I found this one really interesting. We'll see what you think. Is this art considered racist now? Anyway, the tribes people from Africa, I think, Africa, are in Jellystone now, and they're capturing Yogi and putting him in a pot. They're building a fire. They're cooking Yogi. Yogi's getting cooked. Oh my God, maybe I was wrong about this book. Oh. But as expected, Yogi escaped the cannibals, and now he's trapped in a winter storm with snowballs and shit. I don't really get Yogi Bear comic books. How it can go from African cannibals in a hot summertime trying to eat his ass up into a blizzard with giant snowballs and avalanches. I just don't get it. But the book ends with the usual Ranger and Yogi shenanigans, and it was just a Yogi Bear book. Nothing special, nothing to brag about. I don't understand it like I do the horrible stuff that I really seem to get. The best thing I can say about this book was all the pages was there, and it looked like it's in great shape. It's probably worth $1 or $2. But one of the things I liked the best about this Yogi was this back panel where you could order all these soldiers. I ordered the Army men, you know, like the World War II guys. I never ordered the Trojan soldiers, but I bet the Trojan soldiers would have been cool too, right? Let's check out the other book. So this is the other Yogi I picked up. Like I said before, it's a 29, December the same month as the other one, but probably a different year. I like the cover art on this one just a tad bit better. Even though I think somebody might have marked a little bit on Yogi's color, and whoever did that needs to have their little eyelashes plucked out with a fucking tweezer. Oh, did I say that? Sorry. Yes, YouTube, there was a 2-year difference between that 73 and this 1975 number 29 from Volume 6 Yogi Bear. And I noticed the art seems to have went downhill from the contrast graphic art I saw in the other book, which is a little bit more defined. This one is a little rigidy and a little outlined. This book also has a little more wear and tear than the other book. And once again, I found where some schmuck-mouthed little kid had took an ink pen and colored in Fidel Castro's hair and gave the Ranger a Hitler stash. What the fuck? Oh my God! Whoever done this to this comic book, I want to boil your ass in oil and feed you to the cannibals in the last comic book. What the fuck is wrong with these people? They gave Ranger Mexican cowboy stash. And made the other guy really look more like Fidel Castro than humanly possible. I think maybe a Cuban child had this book. So, YouTube, I went through the whole book, and them little marks was the only damage I saw in the whole book. And basically, it's just another freaking Yogi Bear love story thing going on. Not much action like you'd find in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or A Good Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea comic book. You know, I really prefer a good action, realistic book instead of this cartoon crap. But for $1 a piece, I don't guess I went too wrong with Yogi Bear. And, of course, here's the cool stuff. This one had the war set. Yep. Not the ones I ordered, which was the like a U.S. Army looking guys. This one actually has a Confederate war set. The blue versus the gray. I did not get that one either. I wound up with the Army guys, you know, with their tanks and their ships and tons of crap that's all fit in a little teeny tiny box they call a footlocker. I'm not going to rag you for another 10 minutes with a video about Yogi Bear. Hold on. We'll go ahead and wrap it up now because Yogi Bear's running a little bit long. Two great books. One had a little bit of damage in it. One didn't. But there's still two great books. And a little bit of damage wasn't enough to devalue it greatly. They're still in great condition. I wouldn't put very much monetary value on it. But for art to hang on the wall, it'll do. This is Denny Staten from the Daily Dan Blog main channel saying Yogi Bear sucks. And I hope I get better books to review next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that freaking bell. Blog over. Blog the fuck over.